Alrighty. Awesome. Hello everyone, welcome back to another playthrough of Return of the Obra Dinn. We are doing pretty well. I have been playing this quite a bit off screen because I feel like just you all watching me make deductive reasonings for hours upon hours is not the most exciting thing on the planet. And it makes me feel pressured to, rush and potentially cheat. Granted, I have cheated, I think, 2 times thus far because I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost. But I'm starting to get better at it. The majority of the fates I've discovered, I have done by myself. There's been a couple just like, see, I know what happened to you, but I cannot find anything that will confirm your name, that type of thing. And then I also have used the internet to like just confirm things. I found the answer myself, and I would just look at the internet to confirm it. And it just so happens I was right. So I'm just gonna go through real quick through the fates that we have determined and try to explain to you guys how I figured it out. So with this one, I was able to figure it out because if you remember one of the scenes, dude was crushed, and I noticed that 2 people that were later seen fighting, I think it was this guy and this guy, I can't remember exactly who was involved with the fight, but they were fighting, and if you remember the dialogue, someone said, "You bloody Dane," or something like that. "You killed my brother." And the person called the Dane said it was an accident, the ropes. So after hearing that and thinking about it, I was like, oh shoot. He's the guy who died in the cargo, when the cargo fell. And the dude who yelled, "You bloody Dane," he said, "You killed my brother." So I'm just like, okay, who have the same last name in our list of people? And it turns out there were 2 Peters. There was Samuel Peter and Samuel Peters and Nathan Peters. So I was able to infer that it's one of the Peters that killed that other guy. I was able to conclude that since the person who was yelling called the other person a Dane, the guy had to be from Denmark, and there was only one person in our list of people who was from Denmark. So I was able to piece together Samuel Peters. I was able to piece together the Denmark guy, and I think I was able to figure out the person who actually did the killing, but I'll have to check. I don't remember right now. This one was through deductive reasoning. Look at all these guys. They're very obviously all of Indian origin, but the problem was trying to figure out who was who. So literally I just played around with the names. When this guy died, Solomon Said, when he was about to die, this guy literally called him Said. So we already knew this guy's name, and we knew he died. So really all I did was I was like, okay, if I assume you are Abraham Akbar, well then that I can just switch between these guys' names. Just like, okay, I'm gonna make you Wajub and I'm gonna make you Wasim. And then just like, oh, if that didn't work, then I'm gonna make you William, and I'm gonna make you the other guy. And I just played around with the names until it said, yep, you got 3 more fates. Congratulations, because if you get 3 fates, it gets confirmed. So that's what happened with these guys. That one really wasn't the hardest on the planet. So yeah, we were able to figure out all the Indians except one. There's one Indian who is, I think, like a ship steward or something that's important that I haven't managed to identify yet, but hopefully, because they're usually pretty distinct. This guy's pretty easy. With the death of the person who was framed for this guy's murder, that was pretty pretty straightforward, especially once you figured out the identity of the second meat. What other one was pretty crazy? This one's definitely correct. I just googled it. This is correct. I kind of guessed it because in the dialogue somewhere someone yells, "Oh Hagen, can you row?" And it's after the guy had been speared. So just like, oh, okay, probably O'Hagan. This one was a bit of a cheat. Looking at how this guy died, it was very confusing what was going on, because if you read the dialogue, it sounded as if Ben, the old Chinese guy, was calling for help and this guy had just like passed out or something. But no, it was all a ruse. By the looks of it, it's either Ben was faking, "Oh gosh, help, he passed out," or he's like actively attacking Samuel, is just like yelling out for help at sea, not specifically asking for help from the people Samuel is with. But it was very unclear, so I definitely cheated with this one. I literally Googled, did Ben kill someone? Because when I was looking at it, it looked like Ben was trying to help Samuel, but in reality, he was stabbing him. And as for the whole second mate thing, I accidentally saw that part. I wasn't trying to see it. So yeah, this was a complete cheat. This one also was part of a cheat. This was pretty early on when I was trying to figure all this stuff out. I could not tell what happened to her. I knew her name. That was obvious. But it was not clear from the dialogue nor the scene what had happened to her. I knew one of the beasts got to her, but I don't know what it did, because it sounded like it choked her or something. But apparently it clawed her, so that was a cheat. This one was also really tough to figure out what the heck was going on, because if you look at when he died, you just see him laying next to the chest, dead, and just like, what the heck happened? Why are you dead now? Apparently the chest burned him. I don't know. That's one thing about this game. Because of the design of it, it's very unclear sometimes what happens to someone. But I knew his name. That was easy. But what happened to him was unclear, so that was a cheat. This one was... I don't think this one was a cheat. I think I was able to figure this out by myself. How, I don't entirely remember. I think I have figured out Pasqua, the Italian guy who was playing the violin. I think I was able to figure out he was killed by the second mate, and then I can't remember how I figured this one out. I can't remember. Straight up, Hamadol Diam, complete guess when it came to their name. Just like, you look like you are probably named like that. I knew how he died, so I just stuck the name with it. This one was a bit tricky. In the dialogue that happened, you had the dude say, "I'm gonna cook us something real good. Yeah, give them to me and I fry us a solid meal, boys." So I was like, okay, he's the cook, and then the next thing we know, he's getting spiked to death by, he was hit by whatever they were hauling in, by the fish or the beast's tail. So that was pretty easy. This one, so what I'm starting to do now, is what we're probably going to be relying on as we try to piece together the rest of these fates, is that I went through scenes and I watched what he did. What was he doing? What was his job, his task, whatever. I was able to ascertain by watching him that he was a seaman, because apparently seamen do like menial manual labor typically, and in every scene I saw him in, he was doing that, and on top of that he was working with other confirmed seamen. So I was like, okay, he's a seaman, he seems Indian, so I went with that name. And while he was dragging cargo, he had tripped and the cargo crushed his head. So that one was pretty. It took some time. I was proud of myself being able to ascertain, oh shoot, he's a seaman, by just watching his movements. That was pretty cool. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Fine. I don't even remember you. Yeah, no, I don't remember him. I think this was probably one of the guess ones. This seems like a guess one. Because I don't remember. I forgot I got that one right. This one was a guess. I knew from the beginning after watching his death scene that he was electrocuted. That was pretty obvious. But I didn't know his name. But luckily we had determined someone else's name who was Chinese, I believe. So just like, oh, okay, that helps. I'll just flip through Chinese names and see what sticks. And this one happened to stick. So this was a guess. I think this one's correct because if you look at the dialogue, it says there's a dialogue done during this whole scenario of the Soldiers of the Sea where it's just like, oh, they already got Nick and like these enemies are on the ship already and attacking people. So it seems like this is Nick, and I know he's a top man because I've seen him do task of a top man. So he's definitely a top man. He looks Italian to me. And that name for a reason made me think he's Italian, but maybe I'm just imagining things. He might just be English. I don't know. But we know for a fact he was speared by a foreign enemy. That's clear as day. I'm like positive. Matter of fact, let's just Google. Because I'm like positive. His name is Nicholas whatever. Yep, correct. That's Nicholas. Boom. All right, done. This one I don't know much about. I think I found out that Ein Diamond is Danish. So it could be that the Dane is in the scene and he's the one who's saying it, not the guy who died. I don't know yet. I'm pretty proud of this one. I already knew he was decapitated by a terrible beast. I think we saw his death scene. Yeah, we saw his death scene, so that was pretty easy to ascertain. But there was one specific scene where you have the surgeon. And I noticed this guy, James Wallace, behind the surgeon working on other folk, and he had like a surgeon's bag. So just like, oh, well then if that guy's the surgeon, you gotta be the surgeon's mate. And yeah, I was correct. Confirmed. It was pretty easy, nothing crazy there. This one, I guessed based strictly off his outfit. He was wearing an apron, just like, oh, I mean, he looks like a butcher to me, and he was in fact spiked by a terrible beast. Let's put it in there, and turned out it was right. Don't know this guy yet. Don't know. This one was a bit more complicated. I think. Yes, this is the whole Dane thing I was talking about. Yeah, he was the only one who is a Dane, and again, he was accused of killing a brother. So I just matched people's two names and just picked one of the people with the same last name. And it just so happened it was Nathan. So that was a guess. That was not too hard. We did that near the beginning. This was done by just process of elimination with the Indian names. Forgot Christian Wolf. This one, guess. If you look at his photo, I noticed that in the photo of Justice at Sea, let me fill it up. You had these folk, and it's been confirmed. This is the captain. That's the first mate. That's the second mate. And I'm just like, okay, so these are like mates. So most likely, these are the mates' stewards. So I kind of just guess he's the third mate since he's standing next to who I am assuming is the third mate. And I think I confirmed he is the third mate. I think I confirmed that. I might be wrong. And we had already seen his death scene. It was very obvious what happened to him. Some of these guys are really obvious what happened, but others not so much. So that was that one. This one I think was also a wild guess. I did not expect to guess this one correct. I think I just put in Peter. Let's just call him Peter. Let's see what happens. And we knew he exploded. It was very clear. This one was cheap. It was an accident, actually. I had Googled the Frenchman because if you remember the dialogue, there was a guy, an older guy, who died. And he said, "Where's my Frenchman?" And then they said, "Your Frenchman is gone. He was torn apart by a beast." And I was like, oh, okay. Well, we only seen one person torn apart, and it was this guy. So just like, oh, so it's him. Turns out it was another guy. And what was basically said on what I think was Reddit, as I was reading some Reddit posts about it, because someone else had come to the same conclusion I did. They said that, oh, some people were torn apart by a beast and it wasn't shown. And I'm like, how the heck are you gonna say someone's torn apart by a beast and then not show it? How am I supposed to know? Am I supposed to sit there and guess how they die? For all you know, they could be alive. That I don't know how they expect you to figure that one out. That if you don't show this person being torn apart by a beast on screen, but you do show one person being torn apart on screen, and then someone mentions someone being torn apart on screen, what do you expect me to think? But yeah, this was a cheat. I knew he was torn apart, but I had no idea what his name was, and I accidentally learned what his name was. So that was an accident. This guy, Ahmed, I kind of, after watching him a little bit, had assumed that he had to be a top man, and two, based off his like turban, I think it's called. He's obviously Persian. And then in the Doom, when they had been attacked, if you look, he's literally just falling out the sky. So just like, oh, he fell overboard. So yeah, that was very sad. These guys, most of them, I have no idea what happened to them. This one was, yeah, that was an accident too. Because when I went and searched Maba or Charles Minor, this guy's photo showed up. I was like, oh, what do you mean that's Charles Minor? So, yeah, and we already, based off the dialogue, it was said he was, so maybe that's how, based off the dialogue, it said he was torn by a beast. I just don't understand how you're supposed to piece together, maybe by watching him and his movements with the bussin. Maybe that's what it is. We don't know anything here, so so I'm calling this the bussin because this is the guy who said, oh, where's my Frenchman? And then he's the one who expired, and we already know who the bussin's mate is. So if this is the guy talking about the bussin's mate and terming the bussin's mate his mate, there's got to be the bussin. So this one has to be Paul, because when he's died, being killed, someone literally gestures towards him and says, oh gosh, Paul. So definitely Paul. Only thing is, I'm not sure about the person who killed him. That's the only part I'm foggy on. Don't know anything about you. This one, I was able to ascertain think we figured that one out. Yeah, almost confirmed. By watching his movements with the gunner. We confirmed pretty early on that the gunner was Christian Wolf, and every time that guy kind of showed up, this guy was around, and he or had like a firearm or something like that. So just like, he's a gunner's mate, and it's pretty obvious that it was who it is that killed him. This one, I think the name was a guess, but it was obvious that was Henry Brannon who killed him, because we figured out Brannon pretty early on. No idea about you. Have no idea who these chicks are, so 0. I have no idea what's happening with these guys. I'm like positive this is the surgeon, but other than that, I'm still kind of lost. And then that is the people in the end. We have no idea about him. So now, enough of me gabbing about how we were to figure out what we have thus far. I want to confirm some things. I'm like positive this guy is Nicholas, but I want to like confirm it. So, oh wait, no, we already did. So we're not doing that. We already did that, so we're going to another one. This game's really fun. I do like the idea of slowly or surely being able to piece together what happened to folk. Okay. So let's try these folk. Okay. The disappearance people, I feel like, are going to be the most complicated. So let me look at the photo, get a good idea of what the dude looks like. And what I do is I go through memories and I look through to see, okay, we'll look for this guy. Okay. Very well. We're not worried about it. But the guy we're focusing on isn't even in this scene, so I think we're going to have to continue on. I'm really hoping we can find some concrete scenes with that guy. Oh, it's that guy. Yeah, the guy crawled away. Yeah. That is so weird. We're not finding him anywhere. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, supposedly he's in this scene. Okay.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Okay. So again, let me get a good look at what that guy looks like. Okay. Not him. Not him. Nope. Nope. Surgeon. Nope. Like I said, he disappeared in this chapter. I'm just like, cool. There's a difference between disappearing and not being present at all. So he's still crawling away. And I can't even go upstairs. So yet again, they're saying he appears, yet he is nowhere to be found. You know, it's not him. I'm so confused. Where is he? It said, I'll get you down. Give me that gun. I feel pretty confident in saying this guy's American. Therefore, he'd be Winston Smith. That sounds right to me. I'm not too confident about it, so I don't want to check online yet. But that sounds right to me. But yet again, this guy we're looking for is not there. Do you see the frustration I must go through? Okay, again, supposedly in this one, he is around there. So yeah, he's supposedly all around this scene. I wish I could find him. Yeah, this isn't gonna help me much because he's just focusing on him when all the action is happening out here.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
And my problem is I can't exit. It's very possible he's in this scene. I just can't see him. It's annoying. I can't see them closely enough, and I can't get any closer than this. No, that's the surgeon. Yeah, he got... Yeah, this is annoying. I don't want to... Oh, is it you? There you are! What are you doing? He's looking that way at something. I think that door is open. Hold up. Let's see. He was looking at something. So he was stuck. He was in here. So he was in here. He was looking at something. What was he? And that's it for that chapter. Because no. He disappears in another chapter, I'm pretty sure. Okay, cool. We got another scene with him, supposedly. Okay, so he was hiding in this room when those monsters attacked from upstairs. So that doesn't tell me, unfortunately, what he does or anything about a name, ethnicity, nothing. He does look kind of fancily dressed. But other than that, there's nothing specific about him. Okay, this guy. Okay.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody day. How's that?
Okay, so he's that.
Get in the boat. Before I forget.
I don't know what happened to him, but I'm thinking he's the presser.
You killed my brother.
Just because he's holding bugs, quite literally. He seems so shocked. Oh yeah, we already. I thought we figured you out. Huh, weird. I don't know anything about you.
Why it's so long?
Don't know what happened. But him being nicely dressed does match with him being a purser. He doesn't look like he'll do anything manual labor. Like, he doesn't look like he's from India. In us looking at him, he never seems to be doing anything. Wait. Because I read up on what a purser is in their thing. And it said, if you remember, let me see if I can show y'all. It said this: administrative official accounts for all cargo, value, and trade transactions. Manages a small item store for the crew. I think that was the room he was hiding in. I think that was the item, sir. Because let's see, that was down where the dude was spiked with the cow's head, right? And he was hiding in this room. Yeah, this could definitely be considered potentially a small item store. Potentially. And the fact that he's an administrative official, he's carrying books, what I assume probably like documents to keep track of things. I'm feeling pretty confident in saying that he's the person. Okay, so that was, what memory was that? Yes, it was when the dude was this one. It was this one, Lars Lind. Okay, let's keep going. So I think he's the purser, but we're going to find more evidence to see if we can confirm that and then figure out what happened to him. Because we don't know. He's just one day not there. Okay, he's supposedly in this one. Okay, interesting. Alright, I think we might end up getting the parish then. This guy was ripped in half. It's right here. Skip all that. Alright. Maybe he fell overboard. Maybe he got murdered by the beast somewhere else. No, that's not you. Oh! Oh, come on. Let me get a better look. Oh, man. I'm sure that's them. I think he was thrown overboard. Let me see. Speared, shot, suicide strike, single, torn apart, froze, fell, exploded, axe burn, clawed, crushed, decapitate, drowned? I mean, no, the beast wasn't like deliberately holding him down. Fell? He didn't fall. And this is when it gets complicated. Like, none of these work with what because it looks like the beast capsized them. There's no word that matches that. I might have to keep looking. I think this is his parish, though. Gosh, I wish I could get a better look. It's so stupid I can't get closer. I don't think he drowned. I mean, most likely he did, I suppose. I'll get that there for now. I wouldn't describe that as drowning, though. So I think that he was on that boat and it capsized. And let's see, I bet he's never seen again. Yeah, he just disappears in this one. And I don't think he'll show up again in any other memories because he disappears in this part. And I think it's chronological, everything. I mean, I can look through just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And then the end. Okay, yeah, he didn't show up again. I think that's what happened. But we already have what I'm thinking are 2 confirmed, so the fact that it's not registering makes me think this one's wrong. Is he not the purser, maybe? He definitely doesn't seem like a helmsman to me. I feel like I kind of just want to Google purser. I'm like positive he's the purser. Again, looking at his garment, looking at that fact that he's like the only one walking around with these bundles of documents, I'm gonna Google it. I'm like positive he is. I don't want to look at his death though. Yes, I'm correct. That is him. That is Duncan. So cool. I was able to ascertain that correctly. I'm just not sure about his death, and I don't want to look at that. Okay, so at the very least, we know who he is. Let's try. Should I just look how? Oh wait, no. They say he was drowned. Yeah, they're saying he was drowned by the beast. So that one's correct. Okay. So we got Patrick O'Hagan. And we know Duncan's correct. Let's try working through one of the other guys. We're going to work through this guy. We're going to unbookmark him. And work through him. I feel like these guys met a similar fate. We're going to put that down just for now. Drowned by a beast. I mean, it could be lazy. And just be like, oh, he's one of the Chinese guys. Because he looks it. Okay, maybe not. Very well. I shall do it the correct way. Continues to not do it the correct way. I will try and do it the correct way. Okay, fine. Let's go back to the beginning. I think it was this guy. Yes, I can. So they're gone. So by the time this stuff starts, they're gone. They've left. So I'm taking that to mean the surgeon's alive. They're gone. So I think all these folk are alive. Maybe this is Miss Jane Bird. And I honestly think she's alive. And maybe they went back to the United Kingdom. We get a letter from Miss Jane Bird now I think about it. It's very possible that's her. She's alive in the United Kingdom. She's alive and she is Emily Jackson. And then I'm gonna take that to mean he's alive, also United Kingdom. But nothing took. See, that's the part I don't get. Like, how are you supposed to determine when someone's alive and then what country they're alive in? Like, that's crazy. And then we get to the end. Alright, we're gonna stop with this guy. And we're gonna start with this. Because I feel like we can figure out what happened to him. I feel like those are going to be the hard ones. The ones where just like they're alive. Just like, how the heck am I supposed to determine what country they're alive in? Unless there's some type of dialogue chain. Or like a flag, something to indicate where they would have gone. Like, that's like the only country that's been mentioned is the Canary Islands, and that was during a time where they weren't even present. Okay, they're just standing there watching him. I didn't know what happened to him. I know who he is. Like, I'm like positive he's the mate. He's the fourth mate. I just need to know what happened to him. Hopefully we can get one more fate. That's why I just wanted one more set of 3. You think it would get easier by now, but okay. So this is when he's struck in the tail by the thing. I don't think we're gonna get a parish from that. I need to know how he died. Okay. This could definitely potentially be a death for him. Alright, so gun deck. I don't know. I do think they're alive. No idea how I'm supposed to figure out where though. No idea right now. Like, you just have to like guess. Like, once you get everyone. Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're the ones who are, I don't know. I don't know. He's probably below deck. He's probably down there. Oh wait, who's that? Yeah, but he's not up here. Oh shoot. see this guy. I can't even tell what he looks like. Cause it looks like he fell. Let me look at the photo. Maybe I can find someone who looks similar to that. Literally none of them look like that. And I can't even really tell what he looks like. Who are you? Okay, good. Oh, it's him. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone else around. He's probably one of the guys down there, but I can't get him. I can't look at him. But again, just confirming, he's a seaman. So I was at the electrocution scene. That one, right. Okay. Maybe he dies during this point?
What is it? Another one!
I don't see him. No, that's definitely not you. Oh, it's you. Okay. Alright. So he's right there. He's fine. $5 says he's gonna get attacked soon. I think once we figure out this last one, what happened to this guy, and we're gonna at least figure out what happened to him. We're gonna stop there. I need to start thinking about making my dinner. Ridiculous. This game is so cool. I just, ugh. Sometimes I want to just like, I know what he's doing. He's just sitting there. He's just eating. He's not doing anything important. Okay, this could be something. Gunda. Just feel like sometimes it's not very clear. Ah, this one. Okay. Oh. He was probably because this guy was shot by a cannon, and this guy's directly behind him. So I bet he was also shot by a cannon. Most likely. But besides knowing that he's a seaman, He's definitely not an officer. He's just a she-man. He's nothing special. With everything I've seen. He's not Russian. Actually, he could be. He could be one of the Russians. No, he's not a top man. So I don't know, maybe he is one of the Russians. But I will say, it does seem like he is blown up by a cannon. But we'll see. We'll continue on. I really should stop. Oh, yeah. That's why I decided. Blast by a cannon. By a terrible beast. Yeah. That's what I thought. Oh wait, no. I just put that there. I'm silly. I'm sorry. I mean, let's look. I can look at the depth of it. You think there'd be two bodies then, though? That's bad. Like, if he's blown up, what, did the guy move in the last second? Like, I'm not even seeing a second body. I just see the one. Yeah, they're saying he's in this scene. Yeah. This isn't making sense. They should have two bodies here then. But they just have the one. Yeah, no duh, we know that. You're gonna mean to tell me he was able to move within like 0.5 seconds? And get out the way? I don't know. I don't like how we can't find his body. But it says they died. It's basically saying, yeah, it's his location of corpses. So yeah, he was blasted with a cannon by a terrorist. Okay. So, cool. So now I just need to figure out who he is. Which I feel like is the hardest part because all I really know is he's a seaman, but so are so many others. Unless I can figure out something about his ethnicity. I don't think we're gonna get much to determine who he is. Oh, and then that's it. Oh wait, yeah, no, he died. I forgot that. He died, so he didn't show up again. What? This is crazy. There's like nothing. Huh. I think we're going to have to stop there because I'm starting to not be able to think well. Well, we now have I think 30. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. About 40 fates. So we have 18 more. So it's definitely getting a lot harder. You think as you figure out more fates, things will make more sense and figuring out people will get easier. But like the ones I'm like positive about, like this, I mean, like this guy, I'm positive that's who he is, and I'm positive that's how he died. Not sure about this one. This one's gonna be tough. I might have to go through and see if he's like says a language or something, like speaks in a certain language. This one is gonna be tough. Unless he has a, yeah, he's chosen a couple. Maybe this is the last Indian guy. I don't know. I'd have to look through. This guy's gonna be, yeah, it's like we're stuck with only the tough ones. And the fact that we now have one person we know for a fact what happened to them. We have this guy we know for a fact what happened to them. So that's 2 confirmed ones. Like, it has to be what we have down. So yeah, it's not taking. So we have what I would think 3 correct fates and names, but it's not. It's acting like they're not right. This one's definitely right. O'Hagan's definitely right. I know this is Nathan Peters. He disappeared. I'm gonna have to try that guy in the next one because I know that's Nathan Peters, so that helps. I feel like it's easier typically to find out what happened unless somehow they're alive. It's easier to find out what happened to them than it is to figure out their names. But we know that guy's name is Nathan Peters. That's confirmed. Yeah, this is, it's so weird. It should be getting easier, but I feel like it's getting harder. It's weird. Well, we'll try again next time. So sorry that this wasn't the most exciting playthrough period. It's kind of annoying because when I was practicing, just playing around, I was able to get 2 fates in a row. And pretty quickly too. It took like maybe 45 minutes to an hour. But this time we only got what, I think 2 fates. So, and it took 2 hours, 40 minutes, almost 3 hours. Yeah. I'm probably about to cut this down for the long version and the cut version. So yeah, I'm going to continue with this. Hopefully we can get more fates, and hopefully in the next week too we can find the rest of the remaining fates. But that is a hope. So fingers crossed. Alright, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye bye.